Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. Today I am doing something that I am classifying as quite exciting. And that is I am installing a wormery. I have bitten the bullet, I've ordered a wormery, it's arrived, my worms have arrived, so I'm now going to set it up. Oh, hello, as if on cue. Here it is. Oh, everyone's joining us. What have you got on your tail? So here it is. Let me stand up because I was sitting down. It's got a base and 3 trays. It's got a little tap over at the side there for getting all the good juice out for fertilising the plants. I've not done anything yet. It's completely empty. And it's standing on its own little legs, so it's off the ground. So yeah, this is my wormery, yay! Okay, so here is where I've decided to site my wormery for now. It's halfway down the gable of the house. It's quite sheltered from harsh winds, and also it's quite sheltered from too much sunshine. It does get some sunshine, so it's not going to be too cold. But it's also not going to get, incessant sunshine all day. And it is in fact just directly opposite the potting shed. And on the little path that leads down to the chickens. So I'm down here every day. It's, oh, needs a bit of a brush. It is, it's just a path down the side of the house. So it's easy to pop out and put kitchen waste and so on into the worms. Now in the depth of winter I can choose to move it from there and maybe even move it in here into the potting shed, and that will protect the worms from the worst of the weather. So I hope that this is an okay place to have it. Getting a bit of sunshine today occasionally, so that's quite nice. So when I take them out of their little package that they came in, which I'll show you, I can pop them in here. But first of all I need to set up the tray for them to make them comfy and settle them in. Okay, layer 1 is 2 sheets of damp newspaper. Next I've put in a little bit of compost. This is compost that I've bought in compost. So I've just put some of that on top of the newspaper. And I'm going to just give it a little water. It should be damp but not soggy. Don't want it to be too soggy for the worms. There we go. Okay, on top of the newspaper and compost I've put some straw. And again, I'll give this a dampen. But just so it's damp and not necessarily soggy. Okay, this is how the worms were transported. They were sent through the post, Royal Mail tracked, in this cardboard box. And here they are. I think they're all right. They have had quite a long time in here. I think they were posted on Monday and this is now Saturday. They arrived yesterday. They seem to be delayed. They mostly seem to be moving. So I'm going to get these now into that tray in the wormery and let them settle down. I might squeal at this bit because I'm a girly. And I'm going to put my gloves on. That is so bad, I know. I should work up to holding them with my bare hands, but I am just too much of a girl. I just thought I better make sure that none of the girls see these worms, because they will love it. Right, I'm trying to do this one-handed, which is not going to be very easy. Bear with. Right, wormies, here we go. Hey. Oh, that one's quite active. You see it? This one not. Right, pals, go and do your stuff. Oh, if only you knew, Beryl, what was happening up here. Make sure they're all in. Right. Right, wormies. You know, as kids you used to pick up worms, but I'm just such a wussy pants nowadays. And they're lovely. Right. Okay. Oh, very active worm. You guys are my hope for having lots of nice plant food and for eating my kitchen scraps. So, good luck to you. So, last thing I'm going to do now is put another couple of layers of newspaper on top, and I'm just going to leave them to settle down before I start giving them other feed. Now, the instructions say leave them for a few days to settle down and then start feeding them, but they've had quite a long journey, and I don't know how much. I think they had a week's worth of food in the compost that they arrived in, and you know, they've only got a couple of days really before that runs out. So I suppose they can eat straw, but I think I will add a few little kitchen scraps later on just to give them something to munch on. It's amazing, look, they've all they've all disappeared just about. They're all going into that straw, which is fantastic. Excellent. So I'll go and get them. I'm going to put the lid on though in case the chickens jump up. And I'm going to get some more wet paper just to put on top to keep the sort of dampness in, so to speak. And I'll leave them be for a while. There we go. There's some more quite damp paper. I'll just give it another little water. I notice that it's still a bit dry in the middle. And that's my wee pals all installed. Now, I don't put the other two trays, these two trays, in yet. The idea is, from the instructions, I feed the worms in this one, and after a few months it gets to the point where I've got lots of worm castings and it's obvious it's, you know, they've done their bit. I then set up the other two trays and pop them on top and put the lid on top of those. And by setting up, I mean, you know, putting layers in that rather like I've done here, and feeding in those trays, not feeding in the bottom tray, this tray. And the worms will work their way up into the other trays, and once they're up into the other trays I can take this tray out and use the contents, and also they've got the tap at the side of the wormery to get the liquid off, and the worms will work in the new trays, and then you just keep doing that, just swapping in trays. So that's the idea. All very exciting. I'll keep you posted. Put the lid on. I've actually got a couple of little bungee ties that I'm going to use to just secure that lid, because if it does get windy it might just get blown off. So I've got a couple of bungee ties I'll put on just to secure it, and that should be us. Okay, that's us, all secure, and hopefully the worms will enjoy their little lives here. If they can even think about these things. So that's the wormery set up. I'm all very excited about it, and I'll keep you posted as to how things progress. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have, and if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel to follow my chicken keeping and gardening journey. Bye bye for now. Bye.